compared to Yavin is one that is sometimes unofficially referred to as Osiris or HD 209458b. Located in the constellation Pegasus, this exoplanet resides some 150 light years from our solar system. This gas giant has a volume about 2.5 times greater than Jupiter and is referred to as a hot Jupiter, meaning it has a close proximity to its star and relatively hot surface temperatures. Though darker than Yavin would be, its outer shell would have a dark cloud similar to red dwarfs. Okay, wrapping up episode 4's story. Unbeknownst to the rebels, the Empire had placed a tracking beacon on Han Solo's Millennium Falcon starship, leading them to the rebel base. Now, they're in a race against time to analyze the Death Star plans, discover a weak spot, exploit that weakness, and destroy the space station before it destroys Yavin 4 and the rebels housed there. Fortunately, Luke is able to use the power of the Force to aid him in destroying the Death Star and save the rebel base. Which leads us to the fan favorite Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and the planets it has to offer. So let's catch up with the team in our story. 3 years after the destruction of the Death Star, the rebels have been driven from their base on Yavin 4. The rebels, led by Princess Leia, have set up a new base on the ice planet Hoth. From space, Hoth looks like a pale blue orb due to its dense snow and ice covering. The surface is covered with glaciers and frozen ice plains. Although it is devoid of any intelligent life, Hoth is home to large gray snow lizards called tauntauns and to a species of towering predators called wampas. In our universe, the closest approximation to Hoth would be an actual moon in our own solar system, Enceladus, a moon of Saturn. Enceladus is rife with cryovolcanic activity, spewing water and other volatiles into the sky rather than lava. Once these bursts occur, the cold conditions cause the water to fall back to the surface as snow. Some areas of Enceladus have snowfall as deep as 100 meters, and due to the moon's low gravity, the particles would only be a few microns across, finer than talcum powder. Further away from us is a better bet for Hoth, an exoplanet called, and get ready for this, OGLE 2005 BLG 390LB, which can be found in the constellation Sagittarius and about 20,000 light years from Earth. It is so similar to the Star Wars Hoth that NASA sometimes refers to it as such. This exoplanet is about 5 times larger than Earth. However, it, along with the fictional Hoth, resembles how the Earth may have been some 600 to 800 million years ago. Okay, back to the story. On Hoth, and while investigating a meteor strike, Luke Skywalker is told